I just got through watching the body cam video of the officer as he interrogated Rayshard Brook. Now, what was quite obvious in that interview is that both sides, both the officers and Rayshard Brooks, they were very civil in their conversation. But it was clear from the beginning that the officers were trying some sort of entrapment in the way they spoke to him, in the way they wanted him to say that, yes, I am drunk, I shouldn't be driving the vehicle. Look, this guy was at 1.08, I believe is the number, which is a tad bit above the level that calls you drunk. I think more than anything else, this guy was tired as hell, and then the alcohol made it that much more. It's dangerous. He shouldn't be behind the wheel. Let's go ahead and play the video of the press conference today. I cut it up in pieces, and then I'll take it on the other side.
And now there's a question of, was it reckless, or should he have used that force? Let me tell you and show you why shooting in a crowded parking lot is so reckless and so unnecessary of what he did. A witness today sent us his vehicle, which was hit by one of Officer Rowe's bullets while he and his kids were in the car. A couple feet up, and we would have had another loss of life. So trying to justify the actions of shooting at Mr. Brooks as he's running away in a crowded Wendy's parking lot when you can easily catch him later for what started off as a very non-confrontational situation. And people ask, how could this have ended? Why did he resist? Why it could have ended there? Well, it also could have ended here. I can walk. My sister's house is right here. That's how this could have ended. It didn't have to go to that level. And that's what we're saying in America with policing, is this type of empathy is gone. The courtesy of an officer, it wasn't like he was called there because Mr. Brooks had been swerving and was a danger to society. The first call was because a man was asleep. Where is the empathy in just letting him walk home? That's what policing is supposed to be, no matter what color you are. But as they said, that's broken, that's gone. We don't see that often, and we definitely don't see it in the African-American community. So just like the protests before, that's what we're demanding. It's not just laws and policy changes, but a mental change in policing, which is missing. We're looking forward to the DA's findings in this situation, and the only thing that we can ask for is some semblance of an idea of justice, because there is no definition anymore of what it is. But what we know right now is that a man's life was taken when it should never have happened. If people are asking, well, why would he resist when they were trying to put him in handcuffs? Well, they put George Floyd in handcuffs and he was subsequently killed. So just getting put in handcuffs, if you're African American, doesn't mean, oh, you're going to get nicely taken to the back of a police car. So, especially watching this video of George Floyd over and over again, his reaction may have been, I'm not getting put in handcuffs. So we can't just toss it out because he resisted.
This is something that is not new. It's not just with this George Floyd. All of us, I know every black man standing behind me, and woman too, we have all been dealing with this from birth. So that's a trauma that is deep. It's not something that just started 2 months ago. I still today dress like I dress, do what I do. I still feel nervous around police, and that shouldn't be the case. If you feel that way and then you see all of these things happening, of course you're going to feel some kind of way when the police come up to you and you're not in the perfect state of mind at that point in time.
And if you are black, the first thing you think is, what is going to be the outcome from that? Myself, that is exactly how I feel as well. Let's talk about de-escalation. They could have allowed this guy to go ahead and walk to his sister's home and kind of make sure they spent 40-something minutes with him or so. Let him walk. Give him a drive home. They do it. You know, I'm here in Kingwood, a friend of mine, at a McDonald's. A drunk 18-year-old rammed his car. The police and everybody's over there. The police officer walks over to him and say, could you not file a report and just kind of take care of this? His father will take care of this because, you know, he's just starting and it'll affect his college career. These things are done. I live in a mostly white community where there's a park behind here, and they catch the kids with the kegs of beers all the time. They let it go, tell them to go home. No, this wasn't a friend. Goes ahead, wrecked the car and left the scene of the wrecked car, and then came back walking. They didn't even attempt to arrest the person here in my neighborhood for leaving the scene of an accident or anything like that. Policing. And, you know, I'm not saying the police shouldn't do what they're doing in my community and in other communities. I'm saying that should be done in all communities, but whenever they are in these minority communities, they are going in there to hunt. They're going in there to hunt. Most of them don't live in these communities, and they see these people in these communities as others, and whenever there is a call, we are there to hunt. And when we go to hunt, we either leave with a dead person or somebody in shackles. That is how they see these communities. And until we change that mentality, when folks talk about defunding the police, it's not about eliminating the police, it's about changing the entire paradigm of how policing is supposed to occur to ensure that people's rights are maintained, to ensure that policing does exactly what it is supposed to do, and that is policing and keeping us safe. I'm Egberto Willies, host of Politics Done Right, an independent news program. I post several news videos of interest every day. I ask you so kindly to subscribe to my channel, and please leave me some comments. Thank you very much.